Namaste. This is Hani Vachani from Mumbai. And today, on this Thanksgiving Day and the last day of Gratitude Challenge, Ekam Gratitude Challenge, I am so inspired to share my experiences of grace by divine, my Sri Aman Bhagwan, the power of Ekam, my divine guru, Sri Krishna Ji and Sri Preeta Ji. So when I did this Ekam Gratitude Challenge of the last day to express gratitude to the divine, I could think of so many things which I really had to share. So I thought of recording and sharing it to everyone. So it will be not step by step thing, linear wise. It will be like anything coming to my mind right now. So very first thing, when we started with Ekam Gratitude Challenge, that's on 14th of November. That was a gratitude day for Sri Aman Bhagwan as well. That was a day of manifest. That was a beautiful, beautiful day. After 2 days, I think 16th or 17th, I was working on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to upgrade it, taking some courses to really expand as I'm a life coach, and I wanted to work more on my YouTube channel. So while just making up the settings, I by mistakenly deleted my channel. So it was difficult. It had 171 videos. And when I create videos, they are never scripted. So I don't have any script. And my MacBook Air has a limited capacity. So I don't have those videos in my MacBook. And my hard disk also is under repair. It's difficult to get the data back. So all I had was my YouTube channel. And I conduct courses and classes wherein I record it on YouTube and send it to my students. So it was very important data. It was like my baby. And everything was zero. There was no video. There was no channel. So it was on full moon day. So when I posted the video about full moon day, and people started sharing, Honey, we cannot see this video. And then I realized I made a big mistake. So I contacted YouTube support, and they said, probably when you do such things, it's hard to retrieve it, but still get back to the team. So I did cry. I did feel bad about it, and I was experiencing it. But then after a short period of time, I got my state back. I was like, okay, honey, you made a mistake. Now what? You can't keep suffering. So let's get to the solution. So then I watched a few more videos, YouTube videos, how to get back your channel. Few things were there which did not help. And then there was a thing which said, contact Twitter, tweet YouTube team, and they might help you. Tweet, retweet, and all those stuff. So I did it. My daughter was angry, like, how could you do it? Because she was the one who edits my videos. And we were just trying to go bigger. So it was really a big thing. It's my asset, it's precious in my diamonds. And then after doing tweeting and all, after a day or two, they replied, thankfully. The best part is during my Varadiksha Mala, so which I had again worn on 14th of this. So I've decided to fast for 21 days. That's the first time I'm literally fasting for all 21 days. And that's again by the grace of God. So we have Ekam prayer to be done every day as a morning sadhana. And during Ekam prayer, I was praying to get back my YouTube channel. So there's a step you visualize that you're getting your whatever thing you're praying for, you're getting it back. So I was visualizing my Being Harmony channel is back, and it's with all my videos, all my subscribers, all the comments, and all the likes and views and everything in place. And then surrender. The last step is surrender, and then thanks God or your divine for helping you all the time. So whenever I used to do Ekam prayer, 3 days I did it. And I was confident and I was affirming, okay, I'm getting my YouTube, I'm visualizing I'm getting my YouTube channel, and I'm happy and relaxed. And I was happy and relaxed. I was sure that I will get it back because I've surrendered to Ekam. And after 2 days, I get a reply that create a new channel without any content. I got some hope, yeah. So now I have a blank channel. They might transfer all my data there. And after 2 days in the morning, I checked, is my channel on air? And it was on air. So that's a great thing. So I asked my mentor, he was like, it is difficult, honey. How could you do this? I was like, it happened by mistake. Though I read terms and conditions, but I misunderstood it. It was my mistake. I misunderstood it. But thanks to Ekam, I bless the team, YouTube. I bless them that they are working on it. And I express a lot of gratitude. And this happened during the gratitude challenge. And I was expressing gratitude before getting my YouTube videos or YouTube channel back. Those who are there into this, they would know it is so difficult to get it. And I got it within 4-5 days, everything sorted. And thanks to this gratitude challenge, thanks to Ekam prayer, thanks to Varadiksha Mala, where I was praying every day consistently, that I could get my baby back. Namaste. Thank you so much for this. Now about other miracles, or there are plenty. I live my miracles, especially after Ekam Tapas. And going through these dikshas and all those things has really helped to stay in a Sthita Prajna state. And I can see those 22 traits of enlightened person are there. Previously, I used to feel 1 or 2 are there here and there, but now I can see they all are there. Suffering is there, but not permanent. I mean, you count them, all of them are there. So what happened the other day, I got my chain, gold chain with a diamond pendant, repaired. The hook got broken. I got repaired from my brother, and there was a bali, the earrings. But it happened like it just fell down. I didn't realize. And, but I wasn't scared. I knew my Bhagwan is going to get it back to me. And I affirmed, I blessed my earrings. I expressed gratitude. I said, sorry for being careless. Please come back to me. And I did the prayer, like it's there with me. I was visualizing, it's already there, but it's only I'm not able to find it. And I was relaxed and surrendered. And then I found it. Simply, I just found it after 2 days. That was a miracle. And the chain had, again, after repairing the lock, even after repairing, it got open. And suddenly when I was doing my yoga, I saw there's no chain. And I went near my bed to see. I found the chain, but I did not find my locket. But when my maid came, we did all the cleaning and all, the locket was there. So thankfully it did not go out, when I go to my school and all, it fell down in the house. So that was a good, I think this was the same one. And I changed my chain, but locket and all, I found it. So these things, nothing kind of scares me, nothing puts me into suffering state. Even if it does, I'm experiencing that suffering. Okay, I'm feeling that suffering, and I'm getting back to my state, praying in a proper manner, surrendering to God, to my Amma and Bhagwan, to my Krishna Ji and Preeta Ji, to my divine power of Ekam, and getting it back. So there have been so many things after tapas, like I'm really experiencing joyful moments more often. So I'm living in the moment. I'm not worried kind of about the future, though I'm doing a lot of work. I'm having a great plan to establish my business in a very big way. And thankfully, my divine is giving me the inspiration, insight. So you need to create wealth. You can be wealth creator. And all the ideas and all, how do you really set up your business? What all things you need to do? I'm getting my new coaches to really help me in my business coaching. And I'm understanding the nuances of the business and all, which I thought I want to grow business, but I'm not doing much about it. I'm just conducting few sessions. Those will just help me sustain. But now I understand how these things are there. So things are just happening. It's got synchronicities. Everything is falling in place, and I'm at peace and calm. My state is so beautiful. And Ekam Gratitude Channel, amazing group of people joined, and they were sincere, and they are participating daily, and they were sharing the experiences, which was giving me that thank you, God, thank you, Divine, and thank you, Ekam, thank you, Sri Krishna Ji, Preeta Ji, for giving me this opportunity to be an instrument, to bring this shift to these people. And so I never thought I could fast for 21 days. And it's happening. I'm just having one meal and fruits or something in between, you know. And it's still, I'm energetic and vibrant and everything. It's been almost 2 weeks. On Sunday will happen, and 1 more week to go. And sincerely doing these sadhanas are helping me to connect to my divine. The process is Ekam prayer, and we have Ekam health thing, you know, that is also making you feel so healthy. So it's a divine, beautiful gift. And thank you. And I would like to share this one experience of 2008. Okay, I have shared, but I have never shared it publicly with everybody. So this was an experience, my first encounter with Sri Bhagwan. So I'll not go to the history of how did I jump into this Amma Bhagwan Dharma. So I didn't attend any satsangs before taking Bhagwan's darshan. So in 2008, it was New Year's darshan. The Sevaks had booked a train from, you know, rented train. We rented a train to go from Mumbai to Satyalok, and we had Sri Bhagwan's darshans there. And I had a lot of skeptical mind way then, a lot of logical mind. I was a science student. I wanted reasons for every particular thing. Why this? Why is he God? If he's God, why doesn't he show me? Like, you know, all those things. And why do I believe him? So I had a lot of questions and no friends at time, because I was totally new. I just came to know that some darshan is happening. You can go. And thankfully, I heard my, you know, being that, yeah, if it is happening, let us see. So there was an inner thing, you know, I was always asking internally, Bhagwan, if you're Bhagwan, show me. Because I used to read Bhagavad Gita, and Arjuna was very skeptical or doubtful. He thought Sri Krishna was his friend. But when he had a doubt, Sri Krishna showed him the universe in his mouth. So I was like, I also have a doubtful mind, Bhagwan. I do not know your God. People are saying, but I do not know. I want an experience. I want to see myself that you are God. You are the one of Avatar. This time you're there. And we reached at 3 a.m. in the morning, Kupam station, and reached ashram around 5 a.m. And I had lots of complaints. People were just rushing here and there, and there were no proper arrangements that time, you know, very basic ashram. And I was thinking, if it is God, it should look like a heaven. It was like, it was, you know, like very basic, you know, basic toilets and basic that thing. So I had expected, you know, like heaven, everything is with pat and everything and all. And nobody was bothered about me. I did not know where to register, where to go next. And I was just following one of the auntie where I had paid my train tickets and all. So there were a lot of complaints going on in my head. And I had my daughter, then she was just 6 years. And so finally at 11 a.m., time for darshans came. But constant prayer was, Bhagwan, if you're Bhagwan, show me that you're Bhagwan. I want to know. I want to feel. I want to see that you're God. I don't want any man sitting there and saying Bhagwan, because I hope you get it. Darshans were only 2 minutes because it was so crowded. There were 6 trains from all across Maharashtra on that day for New Year darshan. And so we entered. So you enter from one room, take Sri Bhagwan's darshan, and ask for your wish or desire, and then you walk off. So I entered from this place. I had my bag, I had my daughter. And when I looked at Sri Bhagwan, I was speechless. I was speechless. I could not speak. I feel I was into that zero state. I did not feel like I have a body. I did not feel there was a ground below my feet or roof above my head. I was into other world. I cannot forget that thing. I'm still getting this goosebumps. I was totally lost. And I had been to satsangs and all, like my Brahma Gyan satsang, not Amma Bhagavan satsangs. And I had read about meditation. When you go into deep meditation, you go into trance, you go into zero level, you forget the whole thing. But I never experienced. This just happened. And Dasaji said, okay, ask your wish. I was like, Bhagavan, you be with me all the time. Internally and externally, I had to pray for my daughter. She was going through something. And Bhagavan blessed her, but I could not move. I could not do anything. Maybe somebody took me ahead. I left my purse there. And because it was crowded, they could not make me stand there for long. They took me out. I was sitting. And I had no idea, absolutely no idea when I got my senses back or when I got out of that state. And then suddenly, Satya, look up, you're so beautiful. I could hear the chirping of birds. I could see the trees, the mango trees out there. Everybody and the people around here are smiling, and suddenly people are coming. Hanidi, you want some help? Of course, they did not know my name then. They saw my baby and my bag was broken. So they were like offering, there's a food out there, there's a pav bhaji and all there, all those stuff is there. Would you like to join us? Somebody picked up my bag, somebody took my daughter. And I was just smiling all the time. And it was like shift. I did not change. I did not do any positive affirmations. I did not train my mind to think good. I was thinking bad about it just few minutes before. I had a lot of complaints about everything, the queues and all, the management, everything I had to complain about. But after the darshans, everything changed. It's like huge shift in my brain. Of course, Bhagavan touched, Bhagavan gave me dikshas, And I know for now, because I've been into Dharma for quite some time and I've been done all my trainings. I've been doing Seva now. So it was amazing. And then while returning, whole train became my friends. I was listening to everybody's experiences. I was sharing my experience. And then I said internally, Bhagavan, I have a lot of logical mind. I might forget, I might doubt you again. You gave me this experience, but hold me. I might lose your grip, and you hold me and you make me attend all your darshans or all your programs. I did not know we have homas, we have all these satsang. I had no idea. But what I said, I want to grow in this. So February, we had Acharya Ji's breakthrough process in Mumbai. I attended that. Maybe I went for Mahadiksha level 1. I don't know how I attended. It was difficult to get permission from the job and from the in-laws. But I told Bhagavan, I might lose my grip, I might lose faith in between, but you hold me tight. Many things happen in between, but Sri Bhagavan and Amma held me tight. During Amma's darshan, oh my God, she just hugged me so beautifully well. And I saw Amma during Navratri Homa on Mahishasura Mardani day. She was completely dark during the general darshans. And afterward, I went for personal darshan. She was so beautiful. And I had the desire of hugging Amma, though I could not say it. She called me and she said, oh my God, it was a beautiful conversation. Each darshans of Amma, each darshans of Bhagwan. God, I'm so fortunate to be having them whenever it was possible. Whether I had money or no, whether I had holidays or something, somehow I was there. And each process, each darshans, each homa led to the expansion of consciousness. I can see a transformed person myself. I can see myself as a beautiful transformed person. The things, the way they used to hurt me, the way I used to have collected my inferiority complexes, all those worries and all those, there were a lot of things as a child which I went through, and a lot of things got released. A lot of new birthing happened during Mahadiksha with the new womb where I was welcomed. And then what I see now, I'm welcomed in most of the places. In fact, all the places. There's no place where I go, I'm not loved and respected other way. It was not this way before. Things are working amazingly well. Externally also, internally, who knew that person, like ordinary person like me, can be enlightened? That's a divine's grace. What I thought, I will hold on to you, and you, no, you hold on to me. I do not know that, and Bhagwan did it. And selecting for the first batch or the first, second batch combined together for tapas out of everybody in the world. Oh my God, that was such a fortunate thing. Everything happening here. It's like tapas chose me, or Sri Amma and Bhagwan have chosen me. And I did not know I am a sevak. I was like, I don't do seva. I do not know. I still do not know proper Kalash Puja, and all I can say. I'm never a puja part person. But then when Ekam Mitra things happen, Ekam Satsang happen, this was the type I can do it well. And I'm doing it consistently from past 2 years since they started. It is happening. Of course, I'm not doing it. Everything is ready. We just have to lead it, Ekam Gratitude Challenge or whatever it is there. This is like a seva which I can do it so well. Which Bhagwan created for me. Shri Krishna Ji, Preeta Ji did it, for people like me. And I'm so grateful. I don't know how do I express my gratitude. So there have been so many things. I remember one more now. So while traveling to Satyalok some years back, I lost my wallet. Long back, initial years, 2008, 9, 10, somewhere there. See, my consciousness was low. I used to travel by second class in the train initially. And slowly I went by first class, and now I go only by flights. So it's not that flights were not available then, or I couldn't afford. I'm not sure. I had the same job and all. But the consciousness, the wealth consciousness has been growing. I focus on teaching a lot, right from the beginning, because maybe I'm a teacher. I understand miracles happen, but I was always keen on understanding teachings or living by teachings. I used to watch Sri Bhagwan's videos on YouTube or read all the books, Evening with Sri Bhagwan, and then Amma's book, Awakening with them. I mean, all the books from Oneness, I've read them all, highlighted everything. And they have helped me to my amazing journey. And Diksha was so powerful. When did I become Diksha giver? I had no idea. When did Diksha started working? It's a I don't know what to say. So during that journey, I'm so sorry for all these things. So I lost my wallet. I was going by second class train. I had no money at all. So somebody gave me, we are going for a process. Yeah. And somebody gave me some money for my extra like tea, coffee or whatever stuff. And after 15, 20 days, I got a call that we found your wallet in Kalyan. That's like a suburb ahead of Mulund where I stay. Out of nowhere, I had all my credit cards there, my debit cards. I did not stop payment or stop cards. I had faith even then that I will get it back. And I did get it back without misusing. None of the cards were used. None of the things were used. But of course, there was cash around 5,000, which was missing. But that's fine. I mean, I could not. That time I felt, but then when I got the wallet, which was unbelievable, suddenly from that place, somebody calls and my iCard, PAN card, everything was there. And it came back to me. So like this way, there's so many miracles. Oh my God. So today when we're doing Ekam Gratitude Challenge, Gratitude to Divine, how they're protected. 26/11, the worst day of July, rainfall, how I got protected. That was the last train I got in. And after that, the train stopped and the water kept filling up. And my teacher missed that train, other teacher, and she reached home by 10:30, 11, walking in the water. And I comfortably reached home by 2 o'clock. I don't know how I have been protected all the time. COVID happened and went, I didn't realize. Not even a simple cough I had. Just because I had to go to school and get my test done, I was positive. But nothing happened. How, like a baby, my God, my divine Mama Bhagwan have been protecting me. And how I'm remembering everything now, because there's so much, absolutely so much. And I'm sure each one of the devotee, if they really think about it, they will have stories to share. They will have so many incidents to share. So again, when you're saying traveling my ticket, I did not have my iCard. If you know, some years back, if you don't have an iCard, you're as good as ticketless. Some people of the other group paid the money because they also forgot the iCard. There was a new rule started. I did not have it. I started chanting Mula Mantra. I said, oh God, I don't want to get back and go home and, get another ticket and all. But let me travel by this train. So this guy, the TC came, he asked for iCard, and I said, I don't have, but this is my ticket. So he's like, okay, I'll be there till Pune. If other TC ask you, then you have to take care. And nobody came up to that. And I was like easily traveling. So there have been so many cases like that. My Amma and Bhagwan have been there always. The lifestyle has changed. The way I think has changed. The way I perceive my relationships have changed. Everything. I'm becoming so connected. This is a gift of the lifetime, or maybe many, many lifetimes. And I'm sure my Aman Bhagwan, my Shri Krishna Ji, Preeta Ji, we have taken a step ahead. I'm sure we're going to be receiving moksha, and we are destined to do this work of seva to help 74,000 people to be muktas, and then help this planet Earth. I felt connected to planet Earth so much. My mother has a fever, shook me. I was like, oh my God, what are we doing? So all these things, what I'm trying to share is there is everything. Name it materialistically, spiritually, there's everything for everyone. Just come here and experience enlightenment states. You will love your life. Life is really beautiful. Maybe we don't get everything, or maybe we get everything. But living in the beautiful states is right, I can say. I always say, food, clothing, water, shelter. Along with that, we need to live a no suffering free life. No suffering life. Ananta Koti Pranam, Shri Aman Bhagwan. Thank you. Ma Krishna Ji, Preeta Ji, thank you. Ekam, thank you to all the asas who have been working dedicatedly for everybody. And for me, thank you.